what they thought, what we could do better and that sort of thing. And they came back with, they were like, you know, all of 4 people replied in public. And they were all sort of, you know, I know you've only been open for a month, but I'd really like it if you could look into this when you've got a sec. And, or, you know, that event didn't work because of X, Y, Z or whatever. So it wasn't a disaster at all. The disaster came from my management, who like flipped out because people weren't saying only glowing things about our new arts centre. So I think that is an issue as well.
Yeah.
And to me it was free market research. So
we might get the Kate in terms of when you've had you mentioned you had some tweet issues. How did your organisation respond to the issues?
It's interesting because, again, 69 dancers, they tend to, there's little cliques that operate within in that circle, and the dancers are actually very good at keeping an eye on each other and going to the artistic director if they see something in the space that they don't think is inappropriate, that might reflect badly on them as an ensemble of dancers. So things tend to get handled very quickly in that regards. I wouldn't say they rat each other out. They just, you know, they're...
I think you just did say they rat each other out.
And so we're very proactive about actually briefing the dancers on what is appropriate behaviour in social media sphere. Also about having a very open door policy that if they're ever confused or have a bit of a gut feeling that maybe they shouldn't post something, that they can come in and actually ask us. And they do definitely ask us.
Is it high maintenance? Are you doing a whole stack of...
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's interesting, over the last 3 years when all these things have kind of exploded, we haven't actually drastically expanded the size of our team. It's just been integrated more into what we do every day. And so if one dancer drops by every 3 days and asks a question, it's not really any more intensive than it was before.
I've got a question down here.
Just on the dancers, you mentioned before that you feel that they're all fully briefed now. What are the kinds of things that you said to them about what they can say online and what they can't?
We told them not to say anything that they wouldn't be happy with their artistic director, who's basically their boss, reading, that they wouldn't be happy for a donor to read, that they wouldn't be happy for their mum to read, and really getting them to think about it as just a conversational space but a public space, because I think that they thought because it was their Facebook that it wasn't public, maybe neglecting to remember that they might be friends with, you know, Danny Minogue on Facebook, that they might be friends with a member of the board on Facebook, and that these things,